Two antivirus giants, McAfee and Sophos. One showdown. Which offers the best protection in 2025? On the left, McAfee, with multi-layered security and privacy protection. On the right, Sophos, delivering business-grade security and remote management. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might surprise you.
Check this out. Here's how we're breaking it down. First, we'll look at malware protection, then features and functionality. We're tackling performance, then the all-important price and plans, jumping into user experience and support, and finally, we'll touch on business use. So, if you want the full rundown, stick with me.
All right, kicking things off with malware protection. McAfee honestly puts up some pretty beast numbers. Like, its AV test scores are right up there, anywhere from 98.8% to sometimes even a perfect 100%. And there's this sweet file shredder feature for nuking files you don't ever want seen again. Plus, not a lot of annoying false positives in real-world use. Well, except in some independent lab tests, where it got flagged a bit more than I'd like. Now, Sophos, it's got this reputation for blocking pretty much every type of malware in consumer tests. And I actually dig the built-in parental controls and web filtering. Downside, its lab scores are just a hair lower than McAfee's. And heads up, the desktop app isn't nearly as robust. Bottom line here, McAfee's winning by a blade. Moving on, features and functionality. McAfee has been adding a ton over the past few years. You get a solid password manager, file shredder, there's the classic parental control, web advisor, the works. Oh, and if you want stuff like a VPN or identity theft protection, they've got plans and add-ons for all that. But fair warning, some extras cost more. Now, Sophos does have some cool tricks like safe browsing and real-time protection. One pretty unique thing is you can do remote management for up to 10 devices. That's pretty hard to find. But honestly, a lot of its best features live on the web dashboard. So less cool if you want everything on your own desktop. And there's no password manager or some of those fun consumer extras. So yeah, McAfee's got the more stacked offering here.
Okay, let's talk performance. So McAfee, surprisingly, barely sips any of your CPU, even during heavy scans. You probably won't even notice it's running, but real talk? Its full scans do take a bit longer than you'd expect. Now, with Sophos, the full scan time is quick, like we're talking around 15 minutes. Super speedy. But sometimes you'll feel it hit your system a bit harder, which could be a bummer if you're multitasking. For most day-to-day users, McAfee is the smoother ride.
Wait, can I just say something wild? Sophos is like the go-to for big companies and IT teams. But McAfee's been on PC Magazine covers since literally the 90s. Kind of crazy how both have carved out their own lanes, right?
All right, now price and plans. McAfee lets you pick from a bunch of different packages: total protection, internet security, AV+, and usually there are discounts running all the time. It's about $3.33 per month for 5 devices, which is actually pretty competitive. Why pay more, right? The only real drawback is that if false positives annoy you, that could kinda affect the overall value. Sophos does let you cover up to 10 devices per plan, so it's nice for families or like gadget hoarders, but their monthly cost is $3.74, just a bit higher. And sometimes you have to contact them for certain pricing info. Not my favorite thing. So on price and flexibility, McAfee edges it again. Let's get into user experience and support.
McAfee's interface is, you know what? It's actually really easy to use. Like, even if you're brand new to antivirus apps, you don't need a 50-page manual. And if you're ever in trouble, they've got 24/7 support. Maybe the only thing is, there might be a bit much going on if all you want is just the basics. On the flip side, Sophos is all about that online dashboard life. It's super easy to manage stuff remotely, but the actual desktop app, kinda clunky, not gonna lie. And the consumer support options aren't quite as broad. I'd say McAfee nails the user experience here.
All right, last stop, business use.
Now, McAfee is definitely available for enterprises. It's not like it can't play in the big leagues, but it's not really tailored for those giant fleets of machines that IT people are juggling. Sophos? Oh, and here's something cool. This is where it shines. Businesses actually love Sophos. Its remote management features, threat intelligence, all that scalability stuff. super robust. Even their consumer products have a bit of that business DNA. If you're looking for corporate-level controls, Sophos absolutely takes this round.
Let's pull it all together. When you look at the categories side by side, McAfee sweeps most categories. Malware protection, features, performance, price, and user experience. But if you peek at the business category, Sophos actually comes out on top. So it depends what matters most to you. So, final thoughts. If you want something with all-in-one protection that's easy to use, McAfee is honestly the safest bet for like 90% of everyday folks. But if you're the type who wants that business edge, more control, or you're managing security for a crew or small biz, Sophos is going to make you happy. Both are good, but McAfee just fits more people more of the time. If you found this helpful, give it a save or come back next time you're picking new software. Stay safe out there, and don't just click on weird email links. Seriously.